Go ahead. Okay, today we're going to talk about misconceptions of Disney made by Disney. So our thesis is Disney misleads people's understanding of the Islamic world through many Disney films. And before we talk about the misconceptions, we need to talk about the influence of Disney. So, as the biggest player in child entertainment, Disney owns Disney Channel, ABC TV, ESPN, and Miramax. And besides all of these channels, Disney also owns a lot of valuable products. It has 660 stores in the world. Disney is also the pioneer of cartoon films in the world. It has 126 cartoon films since 1937. Um, However, Disney made several misconceptions of some cultures in the worldwide. They made foreigner characters too stereotypical in their films. So, a typical exam is the film Mulan. In film Mulan, Mulan is a woman called who dressed like a man and went to the military instead of his father and made some outstanding feats, but actually it's impossible. The movie challenged the Asian Chinese stereotype that women should be working at home and should not go out. And a second example is The Lion King. The Lion King made three misconceptions. The first one is the West world is the font of equality and democracy. And the second misconception is African society are tyrannical and hierarchical. And the third misconception is African cultures are barbaric. So we're going to talk about the film editing in details.
So we'll be looking at the stereotypes made in the movie Aladdin. The first thing, the characters are very stereotypical. The bad guys are made to look more Muslim, and they're like savages and barbaric. They're made to look more Muslim by they're always wearing like hats like that, and always have beards, and always are angry. And then Aladdin, the main character, which is a good guy, is made to look more American. Like he's clean shaven, and like just has normal features. More false portrayals of Muslim culture are made in this movie are the buildings and just things that some of the Arabic people do. Like, for example, flying on a carpet. They obviously can't do that, and in the movie they do that. Another stereotype are the buildings. All the buildings in the movie are made to like have big domes on the top and just really exaggerated. And in reality, not all the buildings are like that. The United Emirates are actually one of the most architecturally advanced countries in the world, which is a Middle Eastern country. And this right here is the Great Mosque of Samarra. It's mosque is a place where Muslims go to worship, and it's located in Iraq, and it's clearly not a dome.
So throughout the movie Aladdin, there are many deceptions of what is real and what isn't. So in the Aladdin theme song, Arabian Night, one example of a deception is how the Arabian people are seen as barbaric or savagely or cruel, as Jared said. So this is a quote from the theme song that shows this. Oh, I come from a land from a faraway place where the caravan camels roam, where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home. So we know that Arabian people are not actually barbaric. but they're seen as, especially in the part where they cut off your ear if they don't like your face. Just basically saying that if foreigners invade their land, it will result in like violence and mishap. So Disney actually ended up altering the lyrics, and they changed it to where it's flat and immense, and the heat is intense. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home. So they altered the lyrics because the Arabian people felt that the first set of lyrics were like cruel to them and racist. So they ended up changing them. So after the change, they were satisfied and pleased. So with all this, we can say that Arabian people were seen this way. So that's where Disney stepped in and changed the lyrics. So they have a better view on Arabian people.
In Aladdin, the Middle East is portrayed as a bad and, like Jess said, a barbaric place. The city that the movie takes place in actually translates to a very strange place, so that just shows like Disney pushing to like make it look that way. There was actually one scene where Jasmine and Aladdin were about to take something, and like some guy tried to cut off Jasmine's hand, and like that doesn't happen in the Middle East. Sexism. In many scenes, the women are dancing in very little clothing and very revealing outfits, like you can see there. And in reality, like the people there wear normal clothing that is not revealing and inappropriate. Racism, like Jared said, the bad guys are always like exaggerated, and they always have a darker skin color, like you can see from these guys to Aladdin. And their accents are much heavier. And wealth and status. There was one scene where these guards were calling poor people street rats, so that's just like showing people it's okay to call people that have a lower status's name like something disrespectful. So, yeah.